Hi guys, welcome back to Pitch Intel, and this is another episode where I'm going to give you a weekend preview of the upcoming games for March day 7. Yeah, March day 7. So I'll talk about three games: Manchester United versus Sunderland, Arsenal versus West Ham, and blockbuster of the weekend, Chelsea versus Liverpool. So I'll go with Manchester United versus Sunderland first. Okay, Sunderland have been an amazing team ever since they came back into the Premier League. They've been great. They've been very spectacular. They've been really unique. Um, they change a whole lot of players in the starting 11. I mean, the players that brought them from the championship, from what I can remember, we only have three of those players left in the starting lineup. All the other players are fresh. And for whatever reason, the coach has been able to, make these players synchronize with Xhaka being the core of that team. He has really proven himself, just like he did at Arsenal, just like he did at Bayer Leverkusen, winning an invincible trophy there, and now he's here at Sunderland doing the exact same thing that he's been doing. I know he has aspirations of becoming a manager one day, so we'll just see where that would lead to. But in terms of the Sunderland versus Manchester United game, let's go into the game. It's going to be a very tight cracker for Manchester United because we all know that Manchester United do not have a great midfield. Manchester United are shit currently in terms of their midfield standards. We don't know if Bruno and Ugarte works. We don't know if Bruno and Maino works. So it's just a very weird reality at the moment for Manchester United. So and Sunderland, with a few games I've watched, in particular watch them play against West Ham. They're really difficult to play against. What I know they do perfectly well is man-to-man marking. That's what they're going to bring. Man-to-man marking. They would not allow you, play that game that you want to play. Even if you're trying to build from the back, they'll give you a high press. If you want them to sit deep as well and suppress your attacks, they can also do that. They can also play mid-block. Like, it's a very adaptable team, and they're really, really fun to watch. Adingra settled in, Mukele as well. Yeah, very good. And their goalkeeper he's done a lot. He served the penalty this season as well. He's a great goalkeeper. He has kept out, I think, about 2.7 xGs of goals. So he's a proper shot stopper. He's good with distribution as well. Sunderland always play from the flanks, right? Most of the attacks are from the flanks. Greater percentage from the left more than the right, but not so much of a difference. About 46 and I think 30 something as well on the right, then very few from the central area. But one thing with the central pack is that it is really tight because sometimes they play a pivot 6 and 1-8, and sometimes they play a single 6 and number 8 and number 10 playing pivot up front, trying to give you a high press on the attack. So I don't know how Manchester United are going to survive with this because their midfield is not good enough. It's nowhere good enough, and I do know they want to play. Manchester United play from the central because of Mbeumo and Cunha that play as double 10. So I don't know what Amorim is going to do with the defense this time because he says he's not going to change his formation. We all know that, so that's a dead on arrival now. So it's about, is it Luke Shaw, Maguire, Euro, or is it the Leeds? I don't know. Like, honestly, I don't know. Is it Mazarawi? It's just, there's no cohesion in the midfield, and I do believe that Sunderland will score Manchester United a goal. That's a guarantee. Keeping a clean sheet is far from them, especially if he brings Bayern there to post. I do not understand why Manchester United bought a world-class goalkeeper and kept him on the bench for someone worse than Onana to be keeping. Like, how is someone making these decisions? He believes that he can be sacked. I mean, even if he's sacked, he would, get a very juicy bonus. So I believe that's the reason why he's, this stubborn, refusing to be adaptable. No manager survives without being adaptable. Trust me, you can't survive without being adaptable. So I predict that game is going to end a draw, but it's going to be both teams scoring. It's going to be a draw, maybe 1-1 or maybe 2-2. But I do not see Manchester United winning Sunderland on this one. So I'll move on to Arsenal versus West Ham. This is another tight one. I've seen a lot of videos circulating around that Arsenal have got the easiest fixtures, but you guys have forgotten that Arsenal has not won West Ham in back-to-back games at Emirates. The last one was 1-0. West Ham won. think Bowen scored. Then the previous one, I remember Mavropanos, and I can't remember who scored the other one, but it was 2-1. So that was the game that really made Arsenal titles hopes in 2023. So they've not won in back-to-back visits by West Ham to the Emirates. So this is going to be a tight one. About Declan Rice starting, I don't know if he's going to start, being that West Ham is his former team. And twice that they've beaten us, he has not, performed particularly well in those games. So I don't know if he's going to start. I would recommend him not starting and let Odegaard roam as the number 10. Okay. And we would see how we can. I don't know who Teta is going to deploy on the flanks. Maybe Martinelli on the left or Trossard on the left. He has a squad depth now, so whosoever he brings on is fine because Martinelli has really, tried to prove himself now that he's capable of doing the job. He was really criticized, and I think he's taken these criticisms well, and he's trying as much as possible to, adapt now and play way better. So we'll see how that game pans out. But I do forecast Arsenal winning that game. I think 2-0 clean sheet is going to be fine because Arsenal are a really, really difficult team to play against. And West Ham, they've been shit. But I watched the last game against Everton, and Nuno is trying to bring some sort of compactness into the team. They were not compact. They were just scattered. The players they looked really tired. Bowen would try to carry the ball from the defense, to the other half of the field, and they can't string one or two passes to get the ball over the line. But it was just a terrible sight. I don't know what Graham Potter did, but it looks like Nuno is trying to do something. I know this is just going to be second game. The first game ended with a draw against Everton, so this one will be another test for Nuno. He might not be tested on this, but it's going to help him, gel with the team and trying as much as possible to bring his philosophies into play. But I'm seeing Arsenal winning with a 2-goal 2-0 margin. Then we're now going to the game of the day, Chelsea versus Liverpool. So with Chelsea versus Liverpool, Liverpool has not won at Stamford Bridge since might be 2020. I'm not really sure, but I think it's in 2020. 2020, they've not beaten Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea, even when Chelsea were not really great last season, they beat Liverpool. Last season Liverpool were way better than this season. They were a much better team. Another drawback would be Chelsea do not currently have a great defense. They are struggling at the minute. Injuries, red cards, this one. Indiscipline has really eaten deep into the team. So I don't know how the manager is going to sort that out. Enzo Maresca. What I've observed in the last couple of games is that with the red cards, he makes some panic substitutions. He does not get his substitutions right. He doesn't get the starting lineup right. I'm not sure what's going on with Enzo Maresca, but I believe that if he tries to put his head to the ground, he'd be able to get something out of the Liverpool game. They're former world champions, for crying out loud. Should be able to get something out. With Liverpool, they also have a problem. They have not been able to gel. The team has not synchronized. They're still scattered. I believe it might take a while. But they're not just the only team that, as I said in my previous video, they're not the only team that brought in new players. Other teams also brought in new players. Arsenal did. As I just mentioned, that Sunderland changed the entire structure. I think they brought in 15 new players. So they did an overhauling as well. So it was a wholesale run down there. So it's the same thing with Liverpool. Let's see what Isak is going to contribute to the team, or Ekitike. I don't know who's going to start, but I believe Ekitike will start because he tends to have, given a good return on investment. Are they going to bench Florian Wirtz? I believe we should bench Florian Wirtz and play Szoboszlai as number 10. Play your McAllister as number 8. Let Gravenberg play your 6. Let your team flow. Let them play football the way they know how to play it. Start Salah on the right. Start Gakpo on the left. Right? I know Luis Diaz is now missing. People don't realize that Luis Diaz was a proper ball carrier. He can carry the ball. He can run with it. He knows how to pick 1 or 2, 3 quick passes and then continues the run. So you've missed this guy. You've missed Nunes, which Liverpool players always screamed about Nunes, but he was an integral part of that team. He understood the culture. He knew how things were done. So Ekitike has tried. He drops deep, comes in to get the ball, and also transitions the ball forward. And also knows how to hit the ball into the back of the net. But we just need consistency for the team to gel. And also their back post. Konate has been a mess recently. He has not been able to, put his axes together. I'm not sure what's happening. Maybe his contracts issues with the club, with the fact that he's going to Real Madrid soon. I'm not sure why, but he's not able to keep up the pace, especially with runs. Van Dijk has got tired legs, whether you like it or not. He can no longer run. He's now making tactical, markings and tactical approaches to attackers when they come to him. He knows when to take you on or not. So he wouldn't give you that room for you to, take him on unawares and try to dribble him. No, Van Dijk couldn't do that. He's a really, really smart defender. So let's see what's going to happen. And Keke should be benched. Keke should be benched. He's a problem. Bench Keke's. Robertson at 35 can provide more than Keke's at 18. Trust me. Bench Kekes. Take this from me. Frimpong, brother, you need to do better. You need to really do better. You need to try. Trent has gone. The passes that Trent used to give. I know he wasn't really giving much in the defensive part, but in terms of the attacking perspective, his link-up play with Salah, his ability to swing the passes from the right to the left immediately, his ability to drift into midfield, which Frimpong can't do. Trent to come into midfield, covers number 6, and maybe Gravenberch can go forward, or he can go forward. Trent can play free kicks. Trent took their corners. So they've missed Trent. Liverpool has missed Trent. I know that that's a contributing factor that maybe the coach might not want to say, but I do understand, and I've seen that they do miss Trent in that team. So I foresee a draw. I foresee a 1-1 draw on this with this game. If Chelsea do their bits, let them just play their football and try not to go 2-2 against Liverpool, and or else you'd be defeated. Keep your cool and you'll be able to get a draw out of this one. So thank you very much, guys. And this is my honest review. I'll catch you guys after the games. Bye bye.